Good.
Hey, what's going on?
You got red hair. Do you know that? Thought I'd come get a few pictures before the crowd gets here and get my syrup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can do that. Yeah, you're, I see you, well, I noticed was on YouTube there, and I see you had us on YouTube there a couple years ago.
Yeah, I guess I forgot last year what day it was on, because the Saturday I came up, it was closed.
Mixed up because last year we had it, but it was that day, that freaking big snowstorm, and nobody showed up.
Oh, that's
and then
right.
The next day was real busy. Sunday was real busy.
That's right, because after I left here, I went up to...
Probably McKnight's?
Yeah, and I noticed the roads were really bad getting up to his place up there.
Yeah.
So that was last year.
Yeah.
So what you making there?
Oh, sugar on snow. I forgot to throw a little diploma in it. Of course, I was over there when it started to boil, and it went over.
I used to throw a little cream in it.
Yeah.
It'd bring it down.
Oh yeah, cream, butter, diploma, it all works.
It's really good when you cook your hot dogs in it too.
You gotta put something in it. I didn't put it. Usually I put a couple drops in it before I start, and
It's what?
didn't think of that.
It smells good, that's for sure. What's that temperature have to get on that?
Right around 232 roughly.
Yeah.
About the same temperature you would cook for making maple cream.
Oh.
About the same temperature.
If you're making hard candy, you'd make it a little bit longer, wouldn't you?
Hard candy, yeah, depending what kind of hard candy. Like those, like the cream candies, that's like 235 for the molds.
Yeah.
And if you want like a hard candy, I think you could 240s, 245.
Yeah. I can't eat much of that stuff because I'm a diabetic.
I don't eat too much of it either. It's all too sweet for me.
And this is going to be maple cotton candy?
Yes, I just finished. The humidity was given in here was making it difficult, so I thought I was lucky to get 13 bags.
1, 2, 3. You need 11.
Or 11 bags.
Oh.
What? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think
Hey, but Ronnie, don't slap me.
your math is better than his, huh? Wow.
12, actually. That is actually 12. I thought it was 11. 1, 2, 3.
Do you go to school?
Yes. That's their own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Please don't snap them off.
Yep, 11.
I see your rig is nice and shiny.
Yeah, well, I think it's see, last time you were here, we had the wood evaporator, I think.
I think so, because this looks different.
Yeah, I think we were still burning wood. This is our third year with this, but it was a couple years, a few years back.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a very nice rig. Well, what I had before, with the amount of tops I had, was kind of overkill. You know, 5 by 16. It was fine when I had buying enough sacks or 8,000-10,000 taps, but now it's just me and one other guy, so we're about 3,600, and that other rig was just, like I said, it was really overkill, so decided to go size her down. And
You still buy these out of St. Albans?
this one came originally came from CDL in St. Albans. I didn't buy it from CDL. I bought it from a guy who bought it brand new from CDL and never used it. It was never fired before I bought it. And I was lucky enough. He took a little bit of a bath on it, sell it to me, and I bought it. I bought it right, even though it's still very expensive.
And these are your presses, huh?
Yeah, that's a 10-inch 8-plate press with an air pump. And I got one more. I got two in case one plugs up with the oil, and you can just roll.
Just switch them right out, huh?
Yeah, swap them right out and keep going. But this has got all electronic leveling system for your floats. In other words, if you're boiling, say at 2.5 inches, and you set it down here at 2.5 inches, it'll hold it right there. As soon as it starts to drop a little bit, this valve will open and bring it right back up to where to where you want it. The back is the same way. The back is you actually boil 1.5 inches below the top of your flues with this one.
Now it draws off when it reaches a certain temperature. Is that the way it's set up?
Yeah, right now I think I better bump that up. But to start with, usually the first draw you're a little higher, and then you got to kind of bring it down.
What's the sugar content on your sap this year?
Well, it started out real low, and it went up to around 2, but then now it's back down to about 1.4. So it hasn't been overly sweet. It hasn't been one of our sweeter years by any means.
Mine used to get around 3 sometimes. It was up there.
Back before we had high vacuum, back before we had high vacuum years ago, we used to have some 3% sap here.
Yeah.
But I think now when you pull a lot of sap, when you're pulling a lot of sap, you're pulling more water, and I think I don't think you've got the store. You probably don't have the amount of sugar stored in the tree that maybe you had at one time, possibly. But we definitely don't run anywhere near sweet as we used.
You still use that osmosis?
Oh yeah.
Where's that set up?
That's in the back here. That's all. Back here. So I should start running here pretty quick.
I see the temperature says 34, but I don't know if I believe it or not.
That's probably close, but this is where I know you've been back before we got the sap comes in there. And,
You got some in there.
yeah, this was left over from Thursday night, and then it ran till like about 6 o'clock in the morning. Then it got cold, but then it ran about up to here. But then yesterday it finished filling this tank, and it ran over and we got almost not quite a half a tank here.
So what's this big tank hold?
Oh, around 2,300.
Well, that's quite a bit of sap.
Yeah, then this is like 1,550, this one.
How long does it take you to get rid of that full tank?
Oh, not a little over an hour. If it wasn't running in, it'd be a little over an hour. And if I was going to lower sugar content, I could get rid of it in an hour, no problem. But when you're going up to a lot higher concentrate, now we're burning fuel, so we try to go, we try to keep it up around 20%.
That's what I did with mine. I switched from, I went to fuel oil.
Yeah.
And I had wood, but I find that if you have the wood, sometimes you got to babysit it there for a while after you shut down, and your pans all burn up on you.
Well, the biggest drawback about the wood, as far as I'm concerned, not that you got to throw a stick of wood in it, that didn't bother me, is the cleanup part, because if you didn't want to hang around there, but usually by the time you're done boiling, you're tired, you want to go home, you had to come down and clean your pans the next day. Well, then the stuff's all cold, and you almost got to take it out with a gasket scraper,
Yeah.
Whereas now, now we're done, we shut the thing off.
That's where you're...
Yeah, that's 5 posts, 2 turbines.
Now, basically, this is what takes out some of the water before it gets to the
Takes out
tank.
most of it.
Yeah.
This does most of the work. Yeah. Out of from raw sap to syrup, this is doing 90+% of the work, and the blackberry is doing the.
Is that done by heat?
No pressure.
Pressure does that.
Yeah. Pressure through a membrane. Actually, I got a membrane out in the. Out in the other.
I never knew how those
changed out my
work.
last post there about a week ago. Last weekend. And,
Oh, you got more storage up there?
well, that's a concentrate, and then
This.
that's my water.
Yes.
But I also use it for sap. If I need some more sap storage, I can put my sap in up there.
Daddy was using the water.
So yeah, well, hopefully we're going to boil after lunch, or hopefully we can get a little more sap in here. We don't have enough yet, but hopefully we'll get.
Oh, I think it's going to let loose today.
should,
That
yeah, it should.
sun's supposed to stay out until like 3 o'clock.
It froze real hard. And it's supposed to get well into the, in the upper 40s or so. Yeah, this has a pan washing system in it. The pan washer is over there, but the rear pan washer, you'll set it right here.
Yeah.
You hook the pump here, and then it's got a, if you can see it or not, it's got a wash bar. look up that way, but you got a wash bar up there and it sprays down and
It's almost like we put one of those in the milking parlor, you know,
Yeah,
wash
same
this,
idea. Yeah.
same idea, huh?
yeah, same idea as a bulk tank washer, just pressure and it just keeps spraying, and sometimes you got to put a little acid in it depending.
Boy, I really like this one. It's that's a fancy
What I
one.
like about this one is this is a rear burner. Now, the burner, you know, most your oil rigs are burners here. This is a rear burner.
I didn't know that. I always thought it was in the front.
Yeah, no, this is kind of revolutionary.
Is there an advantage to that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'd take this any day over a conventional one. The heat, the flue pan is designed for two passes. The bottom of the flue pan is going to get heated first as the flame is coming this way, and then the heat hits the front pan. Then it goes back through the actual flues. The flues come up like this and go through. The flues are suspended up above the bottom of the pan. And then the heat goes back through the flues and then comes out here and into this area and then up the stack. So a couple of advantages you have. You don't get that intense heat on your front pan, so you're not burning your niter. I could, if you took a rig this size and put a gun in the front, I could make probably twice the amount of syrup before I got to do a pan change.
Yeah.
And plus this will boil probably what, 20-25% faster than a rig set up with a front, because I'm doing so much more work in the back.
You always, how you tell how much you got in there though? Just by looking at your front pans?
Well, I got these level things right over here. It's either on my, you can either look at these.
Oh, I see. That will pretty much tell
Or
you.
you can look at this number.
Yeah.
I usually just look at the number. Easier. So, yeah, right now it's 2.5. Well, probably. Well, right now it's out of calibration a little bit. I think it's probably closer to 2. I've been running it. I had it calibrated good, and I don't know what happened. I just got moved or what. But this one's pretty close. It says, you know, right now it says, boy, right at 0, and yeah, it says I'm showing 0.1. But this one here, when you're actually running it, once you start up, you're going to drop this. You're going to bring this down to 1.5 inches below the top of the flues.
Be coming right, moving it through.
Well, by bringing it over all you're doing is the flue is exposed on the top, but the splashing is hitting it, and you got to remember that the flues don't take direct fire. They're taking the return heat on the way back. So you're not going to burn. You're not going to burn it that way.
I think I had set up like a preheater thing over the top of mine, and all it did was heat the sap.
Yeah, oh yeah, this has got the preheater and comes in hot.
Oh yeah, it runs all the circulation of the pipes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same way I did. I think I had copper.
Runs in
though.
hot, gives me, I don't know, a fair amount of hot water, typical boiler. I'm guessing I get 30 gallons or more of water.
And this is where you do your canning?
Yeah, you do my cannon, plus I also use it if I need to heat some hot water. That's what it's doing right now. I got this full of hot water.
Oh, it's temperature control.
Yeah, it's on a thermostat, but I'm going to, basically what I do is I heat it up, and then back here I've got a tank, an insulated tank back here, and I'll just hook a hose from there to here and put it in that tank. And I normally don't do that on a daily basis, but yesterday and today we've been doing a lot of cleaning and you need hot water to clean, so. But yeah, that is my can unit for the summer.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd beat the crowd. That's why I came up a little bit early.
It's all right.
Most people don't like to have a camera stuck in their face, so I figured I better not. Did Bill show up last year?
Trying to think, last year, was he around? Oh, this is the membrane I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
This would sit in the machine like this, with the rubber on the bottom, and this port is plugged off where my finger is, and the water, the liquid is forced into the bottom, pushed into the bottom, and then this is where your permeate comes out, the water, just the water, and then the other liquids come out up through here and get either recirculated or move on to the next post.
So what's the sugar content after you went through that?
Well, you can't really check them after each post, but I mean,
It
you're going, we'll call it 1.5 up to 22, so each one is gonna.
It probably takes out about 75% of the water.
Well, I mean, overall, it's taking out more than that, because when you're going from, if you're at 1.5, you do the math, what are you, over 60 gallons a sack to make a gallon of syrup. And at 22%, you're down to 4.
Yeah.
So
What do you use this for?
that's the rear pan washer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the rear pan washer, and part of the front pan washer's in here too. This little bar here,
Yeah.
it's got nozzles on it and a place to put your pipe. That's for
Oh,
the front
good.
pan. That one you sit on the front pan, and the front pan washer's over there.
Huh.
So when you're done, you just empty everything out and kind of spray it. And so I'll check this. See where it's at. Yeah.
It's looking good.
The front pin and the back pin are all
Try don't
different.
overdo it here.
The front pin and the back pin are different because
I like using it in my cooking for baked stuff.
Need a holder for this thing.
26,
26.
27,
Where'd you learn to count? 27.
Do you teach you how to count?
28, 29, 20, 2010, 2011, 2012. That doesn't even exist.
Yeah, about 227. So we got another 5 degrees to go.
227,
Yeah.
227, 228, 229, 225.
Well, I'll stop bugging you, Rick. I just thought I want to get a.
Do you want some syrup or?
Yeah, I want to get a half-gallon syrup.
Yeah, we got fancy, medium, and dark. I know which one you want.
It doesn't matter.
I don't remember if they moved it. Yeah, but it was right I like heat, but
I'll go out and look, see if there's a bar there.
What are you doing?
Just had some
our
lunch.
friend that we went with,
Because you have free hot dogs, that's why you come out?
My wife wanted hot dogs.
Just kidding.
I don't trust him anymore because it's really bad. Really bad. And he's like, this and this I gave you. And I'm like, yes, it is. No, we had nachos and there was and the one that he liked the best. I don't know if they gave him the toast cherry. I tried it. My gave him a long time even after we were done. Yeah. We got gelato after. I'm gonna put my mouth on this. Yeah. Thank you. It wasn't bad. Yeah, he likes his heat. Yeah. Older I've gotten, and everything it's like. We're just so careful. Do you get the acid reflux? Oh yeah. See, I've never had it in my life, and Joe, I think we would eat more spicy stuff if that didn't happen to Joe. Yeah. I know he would. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He does. Some nights he'll wake up and, you know, white